It's time for Mr. Fundamental!
Presented by no one.
Most analysts didn't count on the Heat to be sitting at the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, and yet, here they are. Of course, this is fueled by the surprising production from Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson, the star power of Jimmy Butler, and the first-time All-Star Bam Adebayo. Besides from being a most improved player candidate, he's actually the glue that combines the game of the perimeter players. Bam's breakout was already hinted near the end of last season, where he took over the starting job in the last 23 games. He's best known for his energy around the basket on both ends of the floor. This year, the Heat expanded his role and became their offensive hub, so let's check out how they're using him. The offense typically starts with Bam handling the ball at the top. Their perimeter players, especially Robinson, would be part of some off-ball action. When the offense is focused on both the ball and Robinson, that's when Bam dimes a Butler on slip. Here's another angle for a similar play. Bam receives the ball on top, and Butler gets the back screen. This forced the weak side rotation, and an extra pass gets them a dunk. This all started with Bam and his passing ability, but this wouldn't have shown up on the box score. Same thing again. Notice how placing Bam at the top of the key pulls the center away and leaves the paint open. Another beautiful bounce pass only Robinson could catch, and the layup. Let's have a quick look at Bam's shooting stats. He's neither a willing or capable shooter beyond 16 feet, so why the hell are the centers pressing up on Bam? That same off-ball screen is supposed to get Robinson's defender trailing, before sprinting to the handoff. Favors is sagging off of Bam, and now the position to help on the Robinson 3. Here's a series of plays against the Wizards. First, the screen for Robinson before the handoff from Bam. Bam's man isn't showing during the catch, and Robinson drains the 3. They run the exact same play, but look at how Hachimura is ready to show on the handoff to stop the Robinson 3. Bam recognizes this and drives to the basket instead. For the third time, check out how Bam is reading the floor. He sees the off-ball action, but also the positioning of his defender. Bryant is preparing to show on the handoff and already leaning towards the left. A quick first step gets Bam in the lane and draws the foul. Bam's playmaking ability isn't restricted to just handoffs. He's their primary screener, and that's what I want to highlight. Running that many handoffs and screens could easily rack up fouls like Olynyk does here. What Bam does very well is letting his defender run into him instead of sliding into his defender. Check out how he bounces the ball backwards, leading Robinson to the open area. That reduces the space Robinson's defender has to get around, then basically takes him out of the equation. He's literally a brick wall, and creating an offensive advantage for his team. He wouldn't force a screen if it isn't there. Hill was already trailing, and on the high side of Nunn. Sliding up higher would be redundant, since Hill was already out of position, and possibly lead to an illegal screen. All this contributes to the same number of fouls per game, despite playing 11 more minutes. No matter how good of a player you are, you gotta stay on the floor to make an impact. Butler and Nunn aren't as lethal as Robinson beyond the arc, but they provide a different type of pressure with their mid-range attack. This is perfect, as they face more conservative defense with their big sagging back, and they don't get to their sweet spots without Bam's screen. With Butler, Nunn, and Robinson forcing defense into different coverages, it makes these off-ball actions next to Bam even more dangerous. The defense never know who is going to come off that Bam screen or handoff. It seems like Butler is coming off the double pin down, but turns out Robinson's the one. Bryant is still in sync coverage for the likes of Butler, leaving Robinson open before Bonga fouls Bam. Teams with aggressive defensive schemes, like the Bulls, would trap the ball handler, which is when Bam would slip and demonstrate his great touch around the rim. If the defense overhelps, he would channel his inner Draymond and find the open man on the short roll. Against more conservative defense in the ice coverage, that is when Bam's finishing and screening technique is on full display. He has great touch, quick enough to get by his defender, and strong enough to finish through contact. I love his floaters and pick and rolls. Check out how he releases at the apex and upwards to get it over the taller defender. The Heat's wing trio might take away Bam's credit for his development as a passer, especially since I've shown a lot of assists through handoffs. Well, here are some plays to show he's more than that. A double screen and roll leads to an off-target lob. Bam makes an incredible read in the air and fires a bullet to Leonard for the 3. Their offense was broken up, and Butler saves the ball to Bam. How many bigs will throw up a shot or reset the offense with only 6 seconds left? Bam is different, spotting Jones Jr. in the corner, and whips a one-hander. This possession just sums up what we've covered so far. A dribble pitch to Robinson forces both defenders on him. Bam gets it back and hits the open man in the corner. The ball finds its way back to Bam, and a passing IQ to recognize Hachimura is closing out on Robinson, and skips it to Nunn instead, before Napier recovers. There are plenty of variations to their sets. Right when the defense thinks they've had it figured out, BAM! That's when their offense gets you. The defense gets so focused on preventing the high post entry that Bam doesn't even need to receive the ball and yield a good shot, like this backdoor cut. Favors is bodying up Bam, while Ingram is both afraid of the pass and the screen. The second he looks away, Butler drives. Favors is in no position to help, forcing Zion to step up, and a dump off gets them a dunk. Here's my favorite wrinkle. The Pacers think they've got Robinson covered, but that's when he sets the screen on Bam's defender. The drive collapses the defense, and great touch to hit the open man. Embiid is picking up Bam, but also sagging off due to his lack of range. That's when they execute an inverted pick and roll, but Bam just couldn't finish. Defensively, he's a monster. He's on par with the likes of Giannis and Siakam, with his ability to switch and protect the rim. While his athletic ability plays a huge part, like the snatch to prevent the alley-oop. His instincts and awareness becomes overlooked. After Dragic gets blown by, Bam successfully guards 2 players at once, preventing the dump off to his man, while also getting the block on Napier. On a switch, Bam is giving a little space to prevent a blow-by. After White picks up his dribble, he puts his length to use by instantly pouncing and smothering White. He rarely loses sight of his man, but also ready to help his teammates, and great instincts to tip the pass. Check out how he's constantly resetting the 3-second timer in the key, then he helps just at the right time to stop the mismatch. Check out this sequence. He's getting both feet out of paint, helps on the backdoor cut. While he follows Favors, notice how he stopped in case of a lob to Zion. He switches onto Ingram on the pick and roll. He helps on the drive with the intention to recover to his man and gets a decent contest. Bam's ability to anchor both their offense and defense is incredible, and he's only going to get better. With the amount of talent that Miami has on the perimeter, Bam's ability to tie them all together is crucial. Many are comparing him to Draymond Green, but I would compare him to Joakim Noah with sprinkles of Draymond. Not the current day Noah, but the year where he won Defensive Player of the Year and finished 4th in MVP voting as the Bulls' point center. At 22 years old, that's his comparison. Imagine what might happen if he expands his range. Plus, if he doesn't, he's basically giving money away to Butler. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.